Time's up. Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see boobies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Daily Dive, the Double D's, where you, the chat, the audience, the gatekeepers. You make this world go round, and I love you for it. All right, guys and gals, it is Tuesday. I was wondering when I went to bed last night, relatively early for me, before 3, which is early. I was wondering, what am I going to talk about today? What am I going to talk about today? It's Tuesdays. Tuesdays are a little rough personally for me for content, and it's rough in general right now, finding things to talk about. And then I woke up this morning, not too long ago, because I tried to sleep as much as I could. I was really tired. I then, of course, opened these baby blues, because they're blue. You can't tell. These are baby blues. I wish they were green, but they got a little bit of green in them. Anyway, open up my baby blues, and, of course, then I'm going to peruse the webs. And I discover that we've got another Doomsday trailer drop today. And I thought, why should I give a damn? Why should I give a damn? Well, I don't really give a damn, but it is something to talk about. And also, there is another line of questioning, another line of discussion that I'm gonna reanimate that I've touched before. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. And as we go along in today's journey, the rules for this show remain the same. Because if you are so willing to participate in helping me live, you could pay me to do shit. $10 gets you an Adam rant on just about anything. Keep it in the pop culture nerdy range or silly stupid. That's generally the good stuff. $15 also gets you to ask me a question. I'll tell you no lies. We go back and forth. You ask me something, I talk, you listen, you talk back. It's a discussion, and I love discussions. I love real discussions. $15 also gets you the chance to make me without preparation or nothing, because 9 times out of 10, I have not scanned these. I don't know what's there. $15 gets you a hot take, instant reaction to an article we may have seen in the news or one you may have come upon that we could talk about. You want that instant take? Then, of course, we have for $35. We do another episode of Chat. Made Me Watch This reviews, where you choose an episode of television or a movie, and I'll review it live on this stream a couple days later with no edits, no takesy backsies, no nothing. No nothing. I come in, if I say something, it's got to be there. Lives forever. There it is. There's the rules. I know you guys like them. I encourage you to participate even more, because then I get to get money. I like money. I like money. Money's good. Anyway, all right. So what do we got today? It is Tuesday, as it is now, as I'm trying to continue to be different to be unique, to bring something more than just I'm angry at this, to bring more than that. I want to bring discussions. I want to bring thoughts. I know thinking's hard. Thinking is hard, but I want to bring that out there. And it culminates in full-on real discussions every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern on the round table, where I bring questions that I ponder during the week that I touch upon. I say, okay, boys, let's tackle this. Let's have a real discussion. We had a good one on Sunday about what is a fan, what is the definition of a fan. And I'm going to then try and create them now going. No, I haven't, Killed. Are you serious? Are you serious? Because I mean, last night, and you can go check it out on Jed's channel, Endless Frontiers. Last night, Jed and I played Jump Space for 4 hours last night. So that's what I did last night. And then I watched a little anime and I went to bed. That's what I did last night. So no, I have not had a chance. I was thinking about doing it maybe later tonight when we were done with Dragon Quest. You're bullshitting me. You're bullshitting me. You've got to be bullshitting me. You got to be. I haven't tried it yet. When you kind of poo-poo on it, I'm a little hesitant. Oh, it's a meme. Okay, it's a meme. All right. I'm still probably trying. I mean, it doesn't go official launch for another. What is that? Plus 10, plus 5, another 18 days. It's got 15 days. 15 days. Then go January 28th. It's its official launch. So I have until then to put a little time into the demo and see if I like it. So. Okay, so it's a meme thing. Okay, all the skills. I don't want to be spoiled. Anyway, all right. So I'm thinking about giving it a try still. I am, but that takes me not having anything else to do, and there's always something to do. So I'm trying to. I was going to do it, maybe later tonight after Dragon Quest. That was my first window of thinking to do it. Anyway, as I said, so what are we going to do today? I'm going to resurrect because of after looking at the latest Doomsday trailer, which we'll react to because I feel like it. It's only a minute. Excuse me. It's only a minute and change, and there's not much to react to. It's more about what it represents and talking about it. And so we'll check that out. But it's the thoughts surrounding it bubbled to the surface. A question I've asked. It's been a couple of years since I brought this one up. And last time it was in reference to Disney Star Wars. And now I'm going to reference it to the MCU and ask the general question. So I'm already fielding 2 questions in my head for discussion this Sunday. And this is the first one. Fake positivity. Fake positivity. It's something that the stands specialize in. Hyping up with nothing but positivity. Everything is great. Nothing is bad. We're all so excited, and we all can't wait. It's going to be peak. It's going to just go. That kind of shit is now that's ramping up for Doomsday. And I'm going to say, yes, that is part of probably the marketing plan for Marvel to get the stands to be so excited. Let them try to talk it up, because remember, when the stands start yammering, it looks like there's a lot of them. But it's in fact only a few. And a lot of them are just all parrots. And we never, and let's be honest, we never know. The likes, the reposts, the quotes, we don't know what's bots and what's not on X. We don't know. We don't know what's real, what isn't. To quote Static, everything can be fake and gay, depending on the situation. No, it's definitely gay when it comes to MCU stance. It's definitely gay. But we look at this now, and with today's trailer, which we'll get to, it'll be referenced going forward, but we'll get to that. This is the prime example of fake positivity, of these people who the thing that they are so that they've literally wedded their life to now, it defines them. It can do no wrong. They could do no wrong. What am I talking about? Let's get started here. I have a few examples that I have unearthed in about the half an hour of doom scrolling that I did prior to the stream, where I was putting together my thoughts on this. We start with this epic piece of shit right here. This epic piece whose entire social media career, who, yes, has a channel that actually dwarfs mine. It does, because he built it on fake positivity. And the yammering morons, the bots, the both human and fake ones, love to do this. I mean, you just look at his profile. You see exactly what this piece of shit is about right there, and all this stuff. This guy's a piece of shit, but everything the MCU does is perfect. It's perfect. It's generally so surreal to see the Fantastic Four meet people in the MCU after all these years. But even better than that, they're starting with the Wakandans. Given all their history, I miss these kinds of interactions so much. The Wakandans and all their history. The ethno-state. The ethno-state. The state that lets all of the rest of Africa essentially starve for thousands of years while they get to thrive. This guy is... you see this. It's so nauseating. It's so over-the-top nauseating. And this guy can't possibly believe this. It has to be an act to push. I mean, I think he likes this shit, but to this level, it has to be an act to push it this hard, to pretend all the time it's all great. I love Sam Wilson. He's Captain America. Y'all are racist if you don't like it. That kind of shit. This dude does that shit. This guy is a walking meme of crap, but somehow has farmed it into a bigger YouTube channel than I have. Fake. I guess the world likes fake. That is one thing I guess we can latch onto. The world will eat fake and like it. Because you know why? People, let's be honest, people want to be positive. They want to, there is a small grain of optimism in humanity. And even when they find fake shit like this, some people latch onto it. Because their lives are so shitty, they need this kind of fake optimism. Because this is fake optimism. It's not real. So it's fake. This is fake positivity. Goes forward. Another epic piece of shit on this platform. The Russos are about to cook up another incredible Black Panther arc. I can't wait! There hasn't been a Black Panther arc since T'Challa died, because Chadwick Boseman died and they couldn't recast him. They had to milk it and farm it for fake propaganda purposes. Once again, fake positivity. Nobody in their mind is going, I want more of Shuri Black Panther. Nobody is. Nobody. Not a damn person. It might make $1 quadrillion. It ain't even gonna make $2 billion. It'll break $1 billion most likely due to just the momentum of normies who are not checked in. But $1 quadrillion, and I know that's being hyperbolic, but these people think this thing's gonna. It's still. He doesn't really think it's gonna make $1 quadrillion, but he thinks it's gonna be a success. It is not. You know why? We've said it before. There's no buildup. There's no momentum. There's nothing to this. We still haven't seen 90% of the cast, but this lineup is already insane. Are you kidding me? Let's take a moment here. So we got 4 nostalgia baits right here. 4 nostalgia baits. And they worked to an extent. But at the same time, is anybody honestly really clamoring for Sir Patrick and Sir Ian to do this one more time? Are they? I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of what they did in the first place. Not a big fan. I'm not going to pretend. Not going to pretend to have people go, oh, yeah, I love this stuff. No, I'm not going to pretend. Right here. Do I care about King M'Baku? Because he's king in this. He's king. We'll get to the trailer in a minute. And there we go. This fake-ass thing. This failure of a thing, which failed. So you have two movies, one which looked like it made a lot of money, but in fact lost money. And another one which lost a lot of money. More nostalgia baiting, and this time it's even more nerd baiting by putting Cyclops in a comic accurate suit. And then, of course, does anybody care about Shuri Black Panther? They do not. Nobody cares about Shuri to begin with. So to say this lineup is already insane, this is such fake bullshit. It's fake positivity bullshit because the positivity stopped right here with Sir Patrick and Sir Ian. There ain't positivity. Maybe you could toss in what's his name who plays Cyclops because that gets lumped in there. But there is no excitement definitely no excitement for these three. None. There's nostalgia for this one, and we might as well say for Chris Evans, Cap, and Thor returning to form. But it's all fake positivity. Every damn piece of it. Winner teaser, M'Baku and Things dynamic is so peak. Bullshit. You know why? They share one exchange of lines. Oh, the dynamic is peak. No, it's not. And let's look at it. Let's have a look at it right now. Let's go take a look at it, and we'll see. Because here we go. Here comes the latest trailer for Doomsday. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and understand why this isn't peak. There's nothing dynamic. It is sad. It's tired. It's pushing failure. Let's take a look. We're in some sort of wasteland. I don't know. All right, right away we could see that Shuri, and I'll lower this just a little bit. Right away, you know that Shuri Black Panther. And once again, I ask the question: raise your hand if you give a shit. Raise your hand if you give a shit about Shuri Black Panther. Tell me if you give a shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna guess that nobody's raising their hands. And now, of course, here comes they're gonna trickle in the Avengers theme.
I've lost everyone that matters to me.
Well, you're the only one they mattered to. Well, everybody liked T'Challa. The world did like Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa. He was fun. He was good. Oh, here we go. Let's push the failure some more. This shit was resoundingly rejected by the world. Let's double dip.
The king has his duties to prepare our people.
All right, there's fake Namor. There's Latino Namor. Notice what they have done, though. The Russo brothers, they removed all the gaudy jewelry and the piercings. They quickly got rid of that. Russo brothers get a point for that. They quickly reverse that shit.
For the afterlife.
Okay. All right. There's Shuri. There's M'Baku, who we liked in the Black Panther stuff. We liked M'Baku when he did his stuff. But now in this Black Panther 2, it's goofy and it's stupid.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
So he's king now. Sure. Whatever. Don't care. We don't care. We don't care that he's king. Once again, raise your hand if you give a damn. Oh, wait. No, I don't give a damn.
Then, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
There's your dynamic. That is what a great dynamic they have. It's such a win. They exchanged lines. So you got two loser movies coming together in what's going to be another loser movie. Seriously. And they still got him wearing the stupid uniform. Oh. We reviewed Fantastic Four Baby Steps. We reviewed this shit. This thing was terrible in it. He wasn't interesting. He was boring and dull. He couldn't even say clobber in time. Because this is not the Thing. This is not Ben Grimm. And then, here we go. Okay, one more shot at Shuri. Wakanda forever! And now hear this. The Wakandans and the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. The Wakandans. Notice they say the Wakandans. They don't even say Black Panther because nobody believes that Shuri is Black Panther. The Wakandans will return. Because all they are now, they're a bunch of Iron Man ripoffs with their suits, is what they are. This is pathetic. This is sad. And then it ends even more pathetic thing. Marvel has started a live channel that is a continuous countdown for the next 11 months. Remember when I asked this question a few weeks ago? What will Marvel, Disney do in order to keep the promotion going for 11 months? Well, here is your first answer. We're going to give you a countdown clock, guys. We're going to give you a constantly running countdown clock. Isn't that great? Isn't that exciting? No. It's pathetic. It's sad. And the fake positivity stands, of course, love this. They love it. Because they have to love it. Because if for 1 second they doubted that this was going to work, their entire worlds collapse, just fall apart. This is why, and once again, I'm going to bring this around on Sunday, and I'll include this discussion. This is why fake positivity doesn't win. Because when you have nothing but fake positivity, you can't have a real discussion about something. You can't talk about pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses. Because the moment you question it, the moment the facade breaks. You understand what I'm saying? Because this boils down to then the bottom line question. We come back to fans. Real fans can be both happy and hyped and positive about something, and they can be massively negative and question because you know what? Fans will be the most critical. True fans of things, of franchises, IPs, they will be the most critical because they want the best. And to them, you have to pay proper homage. You have to pay proper respect. You have to respect the lore in order to get it right. And if you don't do it, we're going to be critical. Real fans are critical. Real fans are going to argue. Real fans are going to debate. Fake fans are going to go, I'm so excited. Yay! It's going to be pink. I can't wait. I want to figure myself to Shuri on screen again. That kind of shit. There's a clear line. Clear line. And we're going to see that now displayed over the next 11 months. I've done it for Disney Star Wars. Now we're going to look at it. We're going to see it for the MCU. All fucking fake. And they're going to try and ride this fake fan bullshit, this fake fan positivity for 11 months. And we're going to watch it do absolute dog shit for enthusiasm for real people. Complete. All right, we're done. This is me not caring. I accept my fate. I completely accept my fate. I have to blow my nose now. Excuse me. Oh, that would have been terrible. I just blew my nose. And if I hadn't, on the tissue, clapped down quickly, I would have blown it right through. Would have hit my legs. Would have been disgusting. That would have been nasty. Would have been nasty. Disgusting. Anyway. So there it is. So I'm going to ask that question come Sunday. It's the first question I'm going to ask. Discussing the effort of fake fan positivity, of stan positivity, fake positivity to try and push something. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Good. Well put, Kel. Well put. You know, it would have to be one character, more like one character per week, Kratos. Because remember, there's 30 fucking people in this movie. So one character per week. One character per week. Aren't all men squirters, Kel? Aren't all men squirters? Aren't we all? That's kind of how it functions. It's kind of how it works. So anyway. All right. So just checking out what you guys were saying while I was talking. Yeah, so you could become a cow in Project Gorgon. You might play for the meme. Anyway, all right. So there, I got that out of I've got another question brewing, but we'll save that one for tomorrow because I'm leaving these questions for my opening monologues so that it gives me something to talk about for a little bit of the show. Anyway, let's get back to business then, shall we? Let's get back to business of the show. All right, so let's get to the news. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's anything else we want to talk about that has happened here and there. Let's do a refresh as we are wont to do. Because we need to do it because we got to be on top of things. Okay. Load. Thank you. I'm not going to bring it up until it's loaded. Loaded. Okay, here we go. Hit that like button, guys, if you're already enjoying my crotchety behavior. I know I'm crotchety today. A little crotchety today. I am. I admit that. Not curmudgeon-y, just crotchety. Michelle Williams joins Daniel Craig, Cillian Murphy, and Damien Chazelle's in Damien Chazelle's next movie. Wow, I don't care about any of those people. I just don't. You know, here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. We are past the time where announcing actors for a movie makes the movie any sort of interesting. I don't care who's in a movie. In fact, you're more likely to turn me off to a movie by telling me who's in it. Because all these people are terrible people. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. Oh, wow. All right, this game sounds like it's actually going to be kind of a silly bit of fun. And that's intriguing. That's intriguing. Well, think about it like this. Big-titted elves, they are the meme of fantasy. You know, everybody wants a big-titted elf waifu. So if they're basically honey pots, honey traps, I can buy into that. Apple to launch Creator Studio bundle, including Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro, priced at $13 a month. You know, fuck you. I'm an Apple guy. Fuck you. Why don't you sell the program and give free updates? I mean, Apple gives free updates for their OS. Why not just give free updates for this shit? Buy it once. Now, I don't use Final Cut or Logic Pro. I don't use that shit. I use different editing software, but still. Mr. and Mrs. Smith Season 2 taps Severance writer Anna Uwang Moore as new showrunner. That crap show's getting a Season 2. Nobody watched that show. How's it going too much? Claire Danes on having an elastic face for crying on screen and wanting My So-Called Life reboot. I'm sure Angela has a few kids. Oh, that's her basically saying, please give me work. That's begging. That's her trying to tap into this remaining reboot revival crap going on. Rockstar pulls GTA Online player-created missions involving Charlie. Oh, people were doing that? That's fucking dark and disgusting. That is dark and disgusting, and shame on anybody that did that. Shame. But it's the internet. People are fucked up. Good for Rockstar doing it, though. Good for Rockstar doing that. Still not going to buy GTA 6. Don't get me wrong. But good for them doing that. Hamnet U.S. Tour, Royal Shakespeare Company unveils full cast. Don't care. Avatar Fire and Ash dominates Visual Effects Society Awards with 10 nominations. Yeah, no fucking surprise. These movies look pretty because James Cameron created some really good technology for special effects. Doesn't change the fact that the movies are now losing interest with the population. Don't care about music. Don't care about more festival crap. There's always. Have you guys noticed there's always a damn festival everywhere now? There are festivals everywhere. You can't piss around a corner without running into a festival, some way, shape, or form. Really, you can't. Just watch hires former HBO Max executive for some crap I don't care. And yes, Scott Adams, Dilbert creator, has passed away at 68. I believe he had the cancer. I believe he had a cancer of some sort. So R.I.P. Scott Adams. I wasn't really a big Dilbert fan. I'm not going to try and pretend I gave a damn about Dilbert. But Scott Adams was a foundational satirist. He was a foundational satirist of the 20th century and into the early parts of the 21st century. Remember Don Lemon on CNN's New Year's Eve? Now he's celebrating on his own. Nobody remembers Don Lemon. Nobody cares about Don Lemon. Go be gay in a corner. Nobody gives a shit. So Saldana becomes highest grossing actor of all time with Avatar Fire Nash. Listen. Zoe Saldana, who's honestly hotter when she's green. Don't try and pretend she's not hotter when she's green. Zoe Saldana being a high school dancer is such a bullshit line because gross doesn't mean shit. Boil it down. How much money has she actually made in these movies? How much money have some of these movies actually made in totality compared to other things that are profitable? Now, of course, Infinity War and Endgame were probably decently profitable. But you have to add in, you can add in only I think one of the, well, maybe the second one, maybe first two Guardian movies probably made some profit. And the first two Avatar movies probably, but still, it's such a bullshit thing. I don't care if she's the highest grossing actor of time. She just happened to be in these movies. And in 3 of them, she's a walking digital creation. I'm sorry. I'm just not impressed by this. I'm not impressed by this. It's not like she's the central star. It'd be one thing if you said she is the central star, but all of these movies that she's in, Infinity War, Endgame, all 3 Guardians movies, all 3 Avatar movies, she's part of the ensemble cast. It's not her movie. It's not impressive. You are part of the whole. You are a cog in the machine. And not necessarily an important cog in some of those cases. Let's be honest. Don't care about K-pop crap and music. Bana J and All 3 Media and Talks production merger. Why are we seeing a picture of Cillian Murphy from that show? I don't care. Aaron Brody, Tessa Thompson said Broadway debuts in death row drama The Fear of 13. I find that a little fascinating that somebody's putting Tessa Thompson with all of her one expression on stage. Somebody's actually doing that. Now, Adrian Brody's a good actor. I can understand Adrian Brody. He's a good actor. I don't particularly like anything he's in, but I can respect that he has some talent. But I have one expression, Tessa Thompson. You're putting her on a play stage. Man, you got balls. You got balls doing that. Wicked leads UK don't K. Wicked 2 was made money, but was essentially a failure. Here we go. Trailer, already talked about that. Kanye Brown, music. I don't care about music crap. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo TV series Set It Sky. I saw the first movie of that. What is it? Over a decade ago. I watched it. Not what I thought it was going to be, and I was supremely. I'm talking the Daniel Craig one, that movie. I was supremely disappointed and disgusted by that movie. And therefore, I never watched any more of them. I find that franchise to be ick. And I will not be watching a Girl with a Dragon Tattoo TV series. I will not. Squarespace is back for 2026 Super Bowl ad game. Sure. Barry Manilow announces tour dates following cancer treatment. Well, good luck, Barry Manilow. Cancer is terrible. HBO Max rolls out 8 European territories, announces new Prime Video bundling deal. I put very little weight behind any of that with the, looming Netflix stuff. HBO Max drops trailer first Italian original. Don't care. BBC to file motion-seeking dismissal of Trump's $10 billion defamation suit. Good luck. There's already precedents. Precedent has been set thanks to the 60 Minutes lawsuit. Jon Stewart cries even more. Is there anybody else? Okay, there are, but Jon Stewart joins the Mount Rushmore of pathetic talking heads. Pathetic. And I'm going to say this before, never funny, never entertaining, never talented. Jon Stewart is and always has been and always will be a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Who now cries with his hand up and cup out to his liberal overlords, to his commie Marxist overlords. Please, please, please keep me around. I'll be your dancing monkey. I don't care about Philippine theater. Dinner at Nomos Los Angeles Wrestling will cost $1,500. I don't even know what that means, but that sounds obscene. Inside ballroom at the Golden Globes, 12 starry moments. Does anybody care? Not me. I haven't thought up any new grifts right now. I don't have anything new. All right, this dude he's a recognizable actor, been in a lot of stuff over the years. He is on the run. I saw an article this morning. They got U.S. Marshals looking for this dude right now. They got Tommy Lee Jones motherfuckers out there looking for this dude. He in trouble. For being a diddler, it looks like. He in trouble for being a diddler. I am not going to acknowledge that, Prof. I'm not acknowledging that. Elliot Page and Naomi Watts star in new ACLU campaign supporting tranny troon youth. Oh, God. Go away. Go the fuck away, you mutant. It. One, I think she's married. Two, them titties are big. Oh, they are glorious. They are glorious. Don't care about who won what here. Don't care. The Night Manager season 2 looks like a nice little threesome going on there, and I'm kind of disgusted by looking at it. All right, that's it for this. Moving on. What's IGN got for us? Crying bitch here. Or talked about that yesterday. Pay attention. Avengers Doomsday directors issue cryptic messages. Oh, there's that too. I forgot about that. So the Russo brothers have put out a post saying, we haven't been releasing teasers. We've been releasing stories. Oh, shut up. Shut up, you overinflated, egotistical, narcissistic fucks. These have not been teasers, guys. These have been stories that are going to be told in our movie. And we're going to show you another 30 before the year's over. Good goddamn. This movie is such a walking bonfire of crap already. Sorry, dumpster fire. Former Xbox comms director Larry Major Nelson Hirub says he's unlocked an OG achievement and he's laid off by Unity. I don't understand any of that. Maybe I got to be an Xbox bro to understand that. I don't understand any of that. God of War composer says he'd be open to working on the TV show. Well, we have very low expectations for the TV show right now, so good luck, buddy. Battlefield 6 Season 2 release date trailer reveals delay as EA outlines Season 1 extension through February. We asked this question last week. How is Battlefield 6 doing? Is it holding up? You know what? Why don't we check real quick? Why don't I check? Stream Steam Elements. Sorry, Steam Elements. If I could spell right. Hey, I say typing when I'm sitting at an angle. It's never good. Elements. Battlefield 6. I said, did I said, yeah, I said Steam Elements. Did I get it wrong again? Not Steam Elements. Steam Charts. Steam Charts. Derp. Here we go. Let's try that. There we go. Steam Charts, Battlefield 6. Yeah, massive drop off. Massive drop off. Yeah. So here's Battlefield 6 as we see it right now. Yeah, it's kind of it's massively massively dropped down from what it was with all-time peak. It's found its player base. Don't get me wrong. That's a player base. It's not Boomer Brain. It's two things that sound the same because I have Stream Elements when I make stuff, and then there, which is my tipping thing, and then Steam Charts. And these two things mixed together that sound sort of the same. But here it is. Yeah. So yeah, it's seen a massive decline since November, in December, January. So it's found its base, 60 to 70K. That seems to be its base. And that, and listen, that's a healthy thing for competitive online stuff like that. That's healthy. That's plenty of people to do what they want to do. But from an all-time massive launch like that, it has calmed down. It has calmed down. So it is definitely calmed down. J Law basically confirms her return to Hunger Games franchise. Desperation. Desperation. Your name is Jennifer Lawrence. You have no career. Movies you make do not do well. So what are you doing? You're going back to the thing that made you famous because Harvey Weinstein diddled you and made a baby. Allegedly. Allegedly. Man, that's pathetic. Peter Jackson will never release a Lord of the Rings extended cut despite extra footage still existing. Aw. Aw. We all want it. I guess he has some control over it by saying that. I guess it's up to him. I guess it's up to him. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters Season 2 trailer introduces the debut of Titan X into the Monsterverse. I just don't like the legendary Monsterverse. It's too campy. And I know that's coming from the guy who likes 60s, 70s Seihei era Godzilla. But you got more monsters when they were dudes in suits than you get when they're digital creations. Not interested. Not interested. The Doomsday Clock. We talked about that. We already critiqued the trailer. Standalone Warhammer Age of Sigmar episode confirmed for Prime Video. Oh ho. Oh ho. Age of Sigmar. That's fantasy though. That's not 40K. That's fantasy. That's different. That's a different beast. Warhammer is Warhammer, but Warhammer Fantasy is an entirely, with the exception of Chaos as being a mainstay, it's an entirely different beast than 40K. Entirely different beast. It has its own lore, but people aren't as epically interested in the lore of fantasy as they are about 40K. Lego Pokemon sets already being scalped on eBay, with limited edition sets selling for hundreds of dollars in profit. Well, I said yesterday that that's obscene, and here it is. Here's the other side of that. Warhammer Maker Games Workshop bans its staff from using AI in its content or designs, says none of its senior managers are currently excited about the tech. Don't care. Cry me more river about AI. Coming from the Games Workshop whores, I find that funny a little bit. One person can perform the work of 100 people. Boss of Celebrate Developer says it needs to use AI to compete with overwhelming manpower of China and U.S. studios. If it's a tool, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a tool. It's not fucking Skynet. Oh, I don't get into this again. New Hellblade, that's more of a game reportedly in the works. Ninja Theory no longer working on Project Mara. Jed played those games. He liked those games, I think. Even if Elder Scrolls 6 is just as good as Skyrim, people will still send the developers hateful comments, former Bethesda lead artist says. Oh, no. Fans are going to be critical. Fans are going to complain. And yeah, cry me a river. Shut up. And you know what? Those who have been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 have every right to give Bethesda shit. They have all the right in the world. They have been teasing. They have been dangling this shit forever and a day. And what they dangle doesn't even satisfy. They deserve every piece of shit they get. They deserve it. Ubisoft layoffs continue with 55 staff at the Division studio massive, and Ubisoft Stockholm now impacted. Wait a minute, but aren't they relaunching the Division as a game? I thought they were relaunching the Division as a game, and we should be excited about it. Shut up. Ubisoft are firing people because Ubisoft is a company in crisis. Arc Raiders update out now. Now gank people even faster. Hey, listen. We looked at the Steam chart numbers the other day. Arc Raiders is still going strong, but to me, it's a distasteful game to play because all about ganking now. Arc Raider passes 12.4 million copies sold. Free gift for all players to celebrate. Well, hey, listen. I'm not. The developers are working hard to make a good game, but to me, it's an inherently flawed game, as we've talked about repeatedly. Resident Evil Requiem Showcase set to reveal new gameplay following open world tease. Okay, for the RE guys. There you go. Look forward to that. That's something for people to react to if they're into RE. There you go. Whoever has a better PC wins. Arc Raiders players second-guess cheating allegations after discovering link between aim assist and FPS. Oh, look. The cheaters have arrived. If you use aim assist, you're a gamer word. You're a fig. You're a loser. We've had this discussion before. If you have to cheat in a video game to beat people, you have the tiniest fucking balls in the world. You must have a dick that's microscopic. Because it's just a fucking game. Yeah, I want to win in good competition with somebody else, but I'm not going to cheat to do it. Because then what have you won? You've won nothing. Your skills are not up to snuff. You have to use cheats to win. You are not a real player. You are not a real gamer. You're a cheater. There's no other word for it. You are a cheater and you're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser. And you ruin games. You should say people that are probably very happy about ganking everything. You love it because you get a thrill out of ruining it for everybody else. You just do. And I hate you for it. I hate you for it. Nintendo president fails to rule out future Switch 2 price increases. Ruh-roh. That's not good. Then again, everybody's doing it because technology is becoming more and more expensive to make due to crap going on. Gay hockey show author announces new book to continue the series. We have already talked about this. They are all working overtime to make you be invested in hockey butt fucking. It's like a whole new world. Arc Raiders players are using aggression-based matchmaking to retire from PvP. Aggression-based matchmaking. You know what? Put all those losers in the same place. Hearing this, go for it. Put all these ganking, griefing motherfuckers in the same place. Because guess what? When that happens, none of y'all are actually looting the clankers. You're sitting there waiting to kill each other. Give me a break. Doom is outplayable in Hightail. Oh, we were talking about Hightail. So Anthem is dead. Okay, and we're into yesterday's stuff now. Okay. Park Place. Once again, R.I.P. Scott Adams. Ethan Hawke and Allison Brie beaten by dog for acting award. Indy takes Astor award for. I hear words, and I don't understand them. I know it's that movie, Good Boy, and nobody wanted to watch, but I don't care. We talked about it yesterday with the Femke Jensen stuff, who doesn't look like Femke Jensen anymore. Mark Ruffalo is a piece of shit. We talked about that yesterday a little bit. And nothing else really here. All right, so there you go. There you go. That's the news. I'm sticking to it. I'll give you guys a little bit here now to think about if you want to throw money at me. Let's see. Have you thrown any money at me while we're talking about that? No, you haven't. Okay. I respect it. I have not earned anything yet today. Article incoming. Okay, wait. Okay. Kratos has an article incoming. All right. All right. So let me have a drink here. Have a drink. My jug is also almost empty, and I'm really thirsty right now. Really thirsty. But I'm gonna have to fight through it. I have to sip. Gonna have to sip as we go through this. Article incoming. So that means I should open up my DMs, because that is the way Kratos likes to send me the articles. All right. Kratos, you let me know when that's happening. Actually, I'll have the chat. I'll leave my DMs open here for me to see, not you. There it is. Okay, so I'll wait for the incoming. So we do have an article. Kratos will now be offering $15 for an article. And my headset just turned itself off again. This headset likes to do that. If it's not directly interacting with something, after about an hour, it shuts itself off, but it is interacting. And this is my new good headset, too, my new one. Okay, so once again, we're at pleated jeans. That seems to be Kratos' favorite thing to have me react to from this stuff. So here we go. Kratos for $15. Here's an article. Let's bring this up. Thank you, Kratos. And if you've posted this, okay, so here we go. Here we go. Sharing screen. Okay, what do we have here? 30 embarrassingly bad geography fails that'll make you feel like a Magellan by comparison. Okay, full disclosure, I am not great at geography. I know how everything looks. I know where everything belongs, essentially. I can picture the globe in my mind. I know essentially where all the states are fit into the American puzzle, the contiguous states. But I sometimes, in geography, I am not perfect in geography. I'm really not. I am not. So I am a self-admitted poor geographical student. It happens. It happens. I can't be perfect at everything. Okay. There's no shortage of folks embarrassing themselves online. True. The next time you find yourself in a social media take, look around and see for yourself. The popular subreddit Facepalm curates the best fails online, but my favorites are from people who clearly don't know their way around a map. That's right, geography fails. You'd think these people would have at least searched Google to make sure they have the correct information, but no, they went ahead with the information in their brains until it backfired. Now here's the thing. I do read maps really well. I am very good with Google Map. I love charting. When I have to go someplace, I love charting my own course. And if I know where I am, I love looking to know where the landmarks are, because I'm a landmark driver. I look for things that I can recognize, stores, buildings, places like that. That's how I learned to drive originally, to recognize my surroundings. And so I love doing that. So I am good with a map. I'm really good with a map, especially one where I can zoom in and look at stuff. So, and with the fact that Google Maps makes it so goddamn easy, it is easy. All right. These fails will make you feel much better about your knowledge or lack thereof about geography. Heck, maybe you'll learn a thing or two while you're here. I know I did. Okay. Awake. You'll never change what you tolerate. Research flat Earth. I love flat earthers because they remind me that even though I'm a failure, there's always people even more disappointed than me. Yeah. Jed has brought it up recently in some of the discussions about crazy people. Flat earthers are nuts. They're fucking crazy. Also because you got to realize the curve is forward. The curve isn't there. The curve is what you're looking at. Not like that. There's that's the curve. And I've literally been around the world. I have flown around the world. It's not flat. I didn't fall off the edge. Flat earthers are retarded. A girl at work drew what she thinks is the map of the USA. She's almost 30 with 2 kids. The North Carolina public school system has really failed her. Okay. All right, let's. All right, we have to break this down here. Oh my God, we have to break. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So, what do we have here? I think this is exactly the one Kratos wants me to look at. He wants me to look at this one right here. So, Rhode Island is not a contiguous state. Canada is just is the tip of the country. Washington, they think Washington D.C. is Washington State. Maine is not spelled M-A-I-N. I don't know what's Connecticut now borders Canada, apparently. Washington, D.C. is over here. Wow. I can't even see what these are. That's supposed to be Idaho. Idaho now borders Kentucky, apparently. Texas is now north of Kansas and New Mexico. Somebody go tell Dermy he now borders Mexico. I mean, and now also tell Dermy he shares a border with Ohio, and he's closer to Oregon, and somehow Illinois is now on the West Coast, and California is drastically smaller than it was, and Alaska is now an island in the Atlantic Ocean, and Hawaii is just off the coast of Florida. And now, and the Gulf of America, because it's the Gulf of America, is the Pacific Ocean. First of all, this is the Atlantic Ocean. That's the Pacific Ocean. Oh, God. This is almost 30 with 2 kids. Yeah, that just means she got fucked a couple times and pushed out a baby. That don't mean shit. Listen, public school, listen, I love my country. I love America, but our educational system is fucked. It's fucked. I know. What's the wasteland? That's a good point. What is the wasteland? What is this? What's going on here and here? What is going on here? Oh no. All right, we got to move on. Oh wow, what is this? AF? What is AF? There's no, to my knowledge, there's not a state that has an abbreviation of AF. Oh, the racisms are killing me. All right. So let's see. The flyover states, yeah. All right, we got to move on. If this is number 2, it's going to get worse. Number 3, 0 of 10. Love the realistic look. It should have 52 stars, not 50 stars. First of all, this is Liberia. Second of all, the U.S. flag has 50 stars. Yeah. Well, there's some assholes who probably think Puerto Rico and D.C. are states, which they're not. Liberals don't have a flag. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Liberals do have a flag. It's called the hammer and sickle. They do have a flag. Has the hammer and sickle on it. Bunch of fucking commies. USA isn't by any means perfect, but why socialism sucks. The first pick is Cuba. Second is Detroit. Well, let's be honest. First of all, I don't think that's current day Cuba. It don't fucking look like that. Second, Detroit is run by communists. Detroit is run by communists. So it's both true and not true. Dude, when we annex Greenland, it's going to be funny as fuck. It's going to be funny as fuck. I'm there for it. Let's get those rare earth minerals, baby. Yeah, I admit it. Let's get it. Monroe Doctrine. In our hemisphere, it's our deal. It's our shit to deal with. We do what we want. Our hemisphere. Monroe Doctrine. Trump supporter. One of the reasons why public transit works in Europe is that it's a small place. Okay. I'm going to say this is worded wrong. European countries are small. And that's the thing. I mean, clearly this is an unfortunately uneducated Trump supporter. He probably meant to say each European country is small. Together, it's a continent. But they're small. A lot of them are the size of some of our biggest states. So it's a small thing. And then again, what are you calling Europe? What do you call in Europe? Some things you might take certain. I mean, there's Eastern Europe, there's Western Europe. There's a lot to Europe, and they're all small countries. Okay, let's understand that. They're all small countries. Canada just announced it'll provide the new COVID vaccine to every Canadian who wants it for free. Ted Cruz, that's great. Just out of curiosity, is that real Ted Cruz? I guess it is. Justin Curry, which country was it that developed the vaccine? Wonder why. Thanks for asking, Ted. The Pfizer BioNTech vaccine was first developed in Germany by a pair of immigrant scientists from Turkey. I mean, I don't even know. Everybody looks stupid in this. And what does that have to do with geography? This is not necessarily geography. This is just you don't know where somebody is when they did something. And why are we all celebrating the jab? Why are we doing this? I find it so offensive that you literally oppose. Excuse me. Blah, taking it back. I found it so offensive that you are literally appropriating Chinese culture in your goddess outfit. It's so insulting to all the Chinese people and their culture. I advise you to make a new design before you get canceled. I am literally Chinese. And also, you got to understand, there are lots of gods in Chinese mythology. There's lots of gods. But I like this. And again, this isn't necessarily geography based, but this is white activist wokeness based. They immediately assume you are appropriating something. There's no such thing as appropriation. Just shut the fuck up with that crap. Why does England, a European country, speak English, an American language, instead of another foreign European? All right, that's retarded. England speaks English. We speak American English, which is the better English, by the way. It's the better English. We spell words properly around here. No, all those fucking U's they get tossed in there. Oh my God, look what socialism has done to my beautiful country. It's preserved our ancient history, given us healthcare, and our money is worth more than US dollar. It's so horrible. Really? Why are 1,000 people from your country hopping the border to come to the US? True. And that's admitting that Mexico is socialist. Yeah, Mexico, a country run by cartels. And since when is the peso worth more than the dollar? When did that happen? Italy? Is that the Italian flag? I thought that. Oh, you're right. Okay, order. Okay. It looked like you know why? Because the way it's lined up like this, it looked funky. It looked weird. That's why I thought it was Mexican. So, Italy has palm trees? And also, you know what? Also, you gave up your currency for the euro. Hey, the flags looked weird. Shut up. The flag looked weird. With it lined up like that, it was an optical illusion. An optical illusion. Looked like the Mexican flag for a second there. Yeah, I did. Shut up. I walked into it. But let's look how retarded the statement is. I'm going to try and save myself now. You're Italy. You gave up your money to be a part of the euro, a unified money. So don't say our money's right. You don't have money. You have the fucking euro. You don't have your own money. And the euro gets it's as manipulated as the yuan. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And all you shut up in the chat. Y'all shut up. Y'all shut up. Y'all shut up. Rod Stewart fears we're too late to stop global warming. What does he care? He's not a U.S. citizen. Not affected. That's affected. Proper grammar, please. But also, first of all, global warming is bullshit. And secondly, let's be honest, the USA we're all that matters. We're all that matters. They found a humanoid tooth in Georgia, a country, not the state. That's 1.8 million years old. Georgia's a state, not a country. United States. All right. Listen, that's there. There is Georgia. It borders Russia, and it once was Russia. Then it broke free, and then Russia wants to take it back. I mean, Stalin was a Georgian. That, little known fact. People want to know Stalin was a Georgian. He wasn't Russian. He was a Georgian. At least she died in Scotland and not Britain. Technically, it is part of the UK. It is. Geography. We geolocated 1.5 million, 42% anti-Muslim posts by manually geocoding the 6,000 most popular normalized self-reported user locations. In addition to extracting geotags, this data was then used to calculate the number of Islamophobic tweets produced by individual countries. India, the US, the UK, Canada, Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. We found over 85% of anti-Muslim posts originated in just 3 places: India, the US, and UK. As per Asian Digest graph, social media users from India have the highest number of Islamophobic posts worldwide by 4. Proud to be an Indian. I don't get it. I mean, Indians hate Pakistan. So, I mean, I don't. Well, all right, here's the thing. India is kind of part of Asia. It's part of Asia. It is. Geographically speaking, India is part of Asia. That's the thing. A lot of people don't understand that Asians are not just Orientals. It's not just the Chinese, the Koreans, the Vietnamese, and the Japanese. Asia is this whole area here. It's that whole area. So India is part of Asia. It's just a simple fact of history. It is. They're not Asians as we know, as people consider them, but they are a part of that world. So this person's not wrong. The person mocking this is actually wrong. I would recommend this game more for avid Call of Duty players. The most I can pick out from this title is that it's pretty similar to the first one in terms of campaign, reoccurring characters, etc. Anyway, the campaign of the second installment is nicely done and set in countries like Amsterdam and Mexico. Mexico. Well, Amsterdam is a city. It's a city, right? Yeah, it's a city. Countries on the map of Africa labeled incorrectly are on GCSE geography paper. All right, listen. As someone who had to once do this for a course, remember all these fucking African countries is annoying as fuck. Because there's like 20 of them in here. 50 to 20 of them in here. There's a lot of them. I got to blow my nose for a second here. Hold on. There's a lot of fucking countries in here, and they're all killing each other. So it wasn't an African studies major. It was part of an international It was part of my my international relations project for something we were looking at. So that's or no, or was it my threat analysis? No, I'm sorry. I think it was for my national security course. I don't remember anymore. All lumps together. I'm not even gonna look at this one. This one's retarded because nobody knows where the fuck all these countries are in here. Revealed how to get Pepsi mini fridge. Only in Colorado. This method is still working. Fridge is still available. Only in Colorado. Colorado's a state, not a country. Unless that's not Colorado. I don't know. I just heard somebody light off fireworks at 9 a.m. You had a whole ass day yesterday. What the fuck happened? Time zones exist. I'm going to need you to think really hard about this. Yeah, I mean, it's time zones are only a couple hours apart. And if it's daylight, it's daylight. It's already going to be. This is retarded. Imagine having a Confederate flag in your room. No. Yeah, no. It's from China, not from Asia. Well, as already stated, China is part of Asia. Georgia isn't a country, it's a state. Liberal brain made this. You do realize Georgia is a state and a country, right? Two different places. Law from home country, United States of America. I know my states. It is in the name. And that's not even I don't know. Oh, God. Listen, it's bad education. Bad education. It's generally scary how many leftists believe Serbia was the victim in the Yugoslav wars. You've got the flag of the German Empire in your name. Are you joking? Look at mate. It's the flag of Egypt, my country. Oh my God. Is that the Egyptian flag? I can't tell. I don't know what the Egyptian flag looks like. I'll admit that. I don't know what the Egyptian flag looks like. But yeah. No, and look, notice the person. If this person is in the wrong, and yeah, that is yeah, okay. I see the little gold thing here. That is an Egyptian flag. That's not the German flag. Notice though, they got Troon colors behind them. Where's Ukraine on the map? That's Australia. So that's Ukraine. Where's Russia? Yeah. All right. Yeah, this motherfucker ain't American, so he's just someone else. What do you mean? What state is that? What do you mean? What state is that? I don't know what to talk about, prof. Okay, you live in Europe, so mine is 10 in the morning. Oof. I don't live in Europe. Where do you live? I live in California. That's in Europe. Oh my God. Let me Google. California might as well be Europe with the way they behave. Bunch of fucking commies. Is there any chance of getting any crypto back from Celsius users in Canada? Is Valve take legal action to recover any crypto assets? Maybe since Europe has more strict financial rules, so Canada's in Europe. Fairly certain Canada is a country in Eastern Europe. Show me on a map. Look, it's not my job to sit here and teach you geography lesson. Read a book, bro. Well, yeah, I mean, if we could, I think Canada counts as one of those things we wish we could. I mean, no offense, Legatus, but we wish we could like separate Canada and give it away to Europe. They still think of themselves a European colony. Got the fucking queen on your money. People ask, is Sweden the capital of Norway? Is Swedish a poor country? Is Stockholm the capital of Switzerland? Is Sweden's capital Stockholm? I mean, Sweden is a country and Norway is a country. These are countries. Sweden. I mean, listen, Sweden is where all the people go to hide their money so you can't be taken by the IRS. All that kind of stuff. Nick Adams. I imagine having an electric car in Florida right now. Imagine your first floor becoming part of the Atlantic Ocean. Wrong coast. No, right coast. Florida's located in the Atlantic. Gulf of, wow, you must be college educated. Wow, what, really? Well, guys, got to update that. Gulf of America. Gulf of America. No one refers to the Gulf of Mexico as the Atlantic Ocean. It was being stupid. Don't try to cover for it. Well, they're both right. No one does refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Atlantic Ocean. It's the Gulf of Mexico. Well, Gulf of America. I'm just reading it. It's saying it's Gulf of America. Change it on your maps. That's what I said. That's what I said. Switzerland. Oh, Sweden. Shut up. Shut up. Leave me alone. This is making my brain die. Shut up. This is making my brain die. Shut up. All you shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I get it. Shut up. This is making my brain die. Monty what? Kotor Montenegro via Kotor Montenegro via Monica Gurdjieff. I don't even. Whatever. I'm not going to touch that one. Germany. Not. Shut up. Shut up. All you shut up. I'll end the stream right now. I'll turn this car around and I'll end the stream right now. Ending the stream, going home. What are you talking about? Moscow shares the same longitude as Syria. It's Syria in Europe too. No, God. You can't be serious. Continents don't work off longitude. Africa isn't part of Europe. North and South America are different continents. Australia isn't part of Asia. Just look at continent. Well, yeah, Australia is Oceania. Australia is Oceania. Yeah. And last one, getting currency in Asian Chinese. Is there a way to get the ticket prices in American dollars? Wife and I have been wanting to visit Asia and explore the Orient. Any recommendations on countries, places? Try changing it to white American. Leave me alone, all of you. Leave me alone. I'm ending this. I'm ending this right now. It's over. I'm ending this. You're doing this to twist my brain. You're making me do stuff I don't want to do. The stream's over. We're done. We're done. We're done. You're done. All of that. Hey, listen, I prefaced that whole thing, all right? I prefaced that whole thing. And some of those words Switzerland was in that statement. It was in that statement. So it was in my head. The wrong words came out. Y'all shut up. Y'all just, you know what? I demand more money. I demand more money for pain and suffering. I demand more money. I'm going to raise my prices. This ain't worth it. All right. All right. Listen, I want to. I'm getting out of this right now before I make it even worse for myself. All right. So looks like we're done here. I've talked a lot. You've had your fun with me. What do we got tonight? We're going to attempt to finish Dragon Quest 3 HD2D tonight. We're going to attempt to finish it. I've done some power leveling. I've gone grinding. I am leveled up. I think my levels are enough to handle whatever the game has left for me. Let's see. What else? I guess tomorrow is Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Shut up. Shut up. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I do know that Thursday, I have to watch Starfleet Academy episodes 1 and 2, and over the weekend, I'll be releasing my reviews for that. Well, Prof, once I'm done with 3, we roll into 1 and 2 because the poll says so. And if you haven't voted on the polls, go to the post tab. There are polls to be voted on. One is to continue playing Dragon Quest Erdrick Trilogy, and it seems that those who have voted overwhelmingly want me to. And at the same time, there is the Nerdgasm poll. You have through the rest of this week to vote on it because next Wednesday, we're doing a Nerdgasm, but you guys have to choose. Only 24 votes, so there's a lot of people that could still vote on this and, shift it around. So go ahead and vote on that. Your vote matters because it's your entertainment. We're going to nerd out over something you guys want to enjoy. Then again, on Friday, none of us enjoy Ballbusters. It's all a pain in the ass, but we show up anyway. Then Saturday now, okay, so we have faced a scheduling problem here. There's only so much time in the week and days and hours to fit in situational programming. Myself, Jed, and off and on Brad, we are going to be bringing you a new panel show for talking about Star Trek Starfleet Academy. But due to Brad having real job, we can't simply ask him to be there on nights while Jed and I have our nights generally open. And also, Jed and I have pre-scheduled stuff that we do throughout the week and weekend. Therefore, most likely starting this weekend for the next 2 months, Jed and I are going to we talked about this last night, we feel like we're going to do pre-recording drive-in. We're going to be recording Saturday Night Drive-In and uploading it on both our channels later because we need to make room on Saturday nights for the new panel show. But we don't want to get rid of drive-in because drive-in's it's a staple. We don't want to get rid of it. We don't want it to go away for 2 months. It's not right. But we also want to do the discussion for Starfleet Academy, and it feels like Saturday might be the only time to do it in the drive-in slot or around that slot. So we're thinking about doing that. I'm going to talk to Brad about it. And I'm going to send Brad, if you're watching, let me know what you think if you see this before I send you a DM about it. So there might be some changes to the schedule. And, if it turns out you guys like drive-in better as an upload, then maybe we'll stick with that. We'll find out. This is also going to be a test. We're going to see if you guys like drive-in better as an upload rather than a stream. We're going to see that. It would take a little bit of stress off me and Jed trying to get that done every time. So anyway, there's that. We've got Roundtable as well, and this and that. So there you go. There's what the week looks like. That's what we got going forward. And we're done for the day. I'm done being your whipping boy for the day, for you guys torturing me, breaking my brain. Kratos knew that was going to mess with me. He knew some of those were going to mess with me. That's why he chose it. He knew I was going to flub at least 1 or 2 of them, and I flubbed about 3 or 4 in there. So you knew you were going to get something out of that. So there you go. Anyway, Prof, don't make me decide to focus on you. Don't make me do that. You know what I'm capable of. Don't make me make you a target. You know what I can do. So I will annihilate you, my friend. I will annihilate you. Anyway, so we're done for the day. I will see you guys later tonight for some DQ3 as we try to wrap that up. And you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go run into a wall, maybe to alleviate the pain I've caused myself for your entertainment today. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.